Good afternoon, everyone. It's your Miss Matila here again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm just here again for yet another episode of my YouTube channel. But before I dive into today's video, I want to remind people to use their career in order to be able to impact the world positively. For example, I want each of us to ask ourselves to say, for example, if you are a police officer, what is that little thing that you can do with your career to contribute or to bring a change, a positive change in the world? If you are a nurse, what is that little thing that you can do with your career? If you are a lawyer, if you are a doctor, whatever you are, what is that little thing in your career that you can use that will impact the world positively? Okay, I believe if we all start doing that, we will be able to restore the world back to normal. Okay, with that said, let me just dive in straight into this video. So today I just want to discuss random things about relationships and also marriages. My number one point that I want to discuss today is that I want to teach people to understand, Kusha, whenever they decide to do relationships, they need to think about this. I want you to think this point here to say, if you know that you are not going to marry the person that you choose to do the relationship with, then don't date them. Do not be in a relationship with someone you won't marry in future, or that you don't have intentions to marry in future. If you clearly know that you are not going to marry them, then don't waste their time by dating them. Let them go. And let them go and find somebody who will truly want them and marry them in future. So many men created their own bad luck through this. I'm talking on both sides. If you are a lady and you are dating somebody's child and you know that you have no intention to marry them, don't date them. If you are a man and you are dating somebody's child and you clearly know that you have no intentions to marry them in future, don't waste their time and date them. Release them. So many people created their own bad luck through this. You need to understand that whenever you date people and you use them and you give them baby and just to leave them later, and you will find somebody that you will marry while you have you have destroyed their life. Just know that you also created your misfortune through that. So many people created their bad luck through doing such things. You need to understand, Kusha, whatever bad things you do to other people, you need to understand, Kusha, the bad things that you do to other people, they will also come back to you in future. If you are doing people dirty. Dirty things will also happen to you in future. Yeah, some people will argue to say, yeah, but I know people that have so many girlfriend, or have so many, or they are sleeping around. They are doing these funny things, and later on they marry and nothing will happen to them. And then they are even rich. You don't know the end for their life. You don't know what will happen to them at the end. Just know that if you are doing people dirty, bad things will also come to you in future. So many men, they ruined their career. They ruined their financially or their lives through this. You can't have a normal life while you know that you have somebody's child who you impregnated. They have your children, and they are suffering there, and you want to have a happy life in future. It's not possible. Even if you manage later to get married and have a wife, you will have some misfortune in that marriage because of all those things. How do you think that lady will feel when you impregnated her, you left her with children, and you move on to marry somebody who is fresh without kids? Who do you think will marry that lady? And you think you will have a happy marriage, you think you will have a happy life after that. Avoid such things. Okay, on the same note, I just want to teach my young ones so that they should not do mistakes. They should have a better life. On the same note, if you are a young girl or a young boy, you need to understand, Kusha. You first of all, before you start dating, understand why or plan why you are going to relationships. Are you going there to date for fun, which is not good, which will create bad luck? Or you want to go there so that later on you will end up getting married? You need to make a decision before you go to relationships. Because what is that truly you want in that relationship that you plan to start? If you plan to date so that later you will end up getting married, if you are a boy, don't date a girl that you know that you are not going to marry in future. Just don't date them. When you started doing dating, date that one girl that you know, Usha, this is the person that you want, and you have clear intention for them, and that you will marry them later, so that you won't destroy your life through bad luck things. Okay. Again, if you are a young girl or a young boy, do not go to relationships before you are not 25. Forget about relationships completely if you are not 25. Before you go to relationships, work hard in school and pass very well and get a career. If you get a career, if you have a goal again, work hard towards that goal and achieve it. If you want a car, work hard so that you will be able to afford a car in future. Work hard so that you will be able to afford your own house before you go to these relationships. And I want you also to understand that if you spoil your youthful years, you will regret not enjoying your youthful years. When you are 18, forget about relationships and focus on enjoying your youthful years. Enjoying going to birthday parties with other young children. Enjoy coming together with studying groups. Enjoy whatever you're supposed to enjoy in that youthful years. Forget about relationship. If you start them, most people think when you are in a relationship in that age of 18 and 25, it's enjoyment. But the truth is, it's not. You are busy destroying your life. When you are 18 to 25, that period there, you're supposed just to focus on enjoying your youthful years, whatever you're supposed to enjoy without you destroying your future. Because believe me or not, getting old comes very, very, very fast. And you will regret not enjoying your youthful years when you were young. Forget about other things like dating. Dating is for matured people that are 25 and above. For you, what you're supposed to do to enjoy is just birthday parties, studying, working hard on your career, and achieving your goals until you are 25. And plan your life nicely to say, when I'm 25, this is what I want to do. I want to start dating. And if I'm starting to date, I will get that one girl or that one boy that I would want to marry in future, so that you won't create a mess out of your life. Having so many girlfriends, it's not the right thing to do. You will create a mess out of your life with that. When you are young, just focus on enjoying your life. Do not worry too much about relationships. Your life shouldn't spend worrying too much about relationship. Relationships should be the least thing in the list of your goals. Okay. So the next point that I want to talk about today is also most people, you will hear people complaining about when they are in relationships, they will complain about to say, yeah, I'm in a relationship, but I love him so much, but he don't love me. I'm not receiving love back. So I want you to understand, Gusha, you need to leave the person that you love and get someone who loves you. That's the only when the relationship will be able to work. Leave somebody that you love and get someone that loves you. Because I taught you in the other video to say, you cannot make someone to love you despite all the things that you will do for them. So the only way you can receive love, leave that somebody that you love so much and get somebody that loves you. One-sided relationships, they do not work. They do not work. Relationships will only work if both parties want the relationship to work, but not if one person is trying all the effort and trying all the things for the relationship to work. That way it won't be able to work out. Okay, you also need to understand, Gusha, most men, they do not leave ladies because they don't love them, or because they find somebody better or prettier than them. They just leave you for someone who is easier to control, who is easier to manipulate, who have a high tolerance of their nonsense. Most of the time, do not worry if they leave you because you are not pretty, you are not beautiful, or they find somebody better. Sometimes they just leave you because they cannot control you. Men do not love ladies who are uncontrollable, who are not humble. They love those ladies that are humble and they have high tolerance of their nonsense. If you are someone who is educated and you don't tolerate nonsense, then they won't settle for you. They will settle for people. You will find a men who have a lot of ladies, or who give babies to a lot of ladies, and you will find that one lady and you will settle and marry that one because she have a high tolerance of his nonsense. She's humble. She's willing to tolerate all those dramas. Sometimes they just leave because of that. They don't leave because you are not beautiful, you are not what. No. They will leave you because you are difficult to control. Okay. So the next point that I want to teach people is also that there are also some. I want to teach people about some mistakes people do in the relationship. Most men, when they go to relationship, the mistake that they do is that they believe it's very difficult for ladies to leave relationships, especially if they have a baby or if they gave them a baby. But the truth is, it's not difficult. Men need to understand, Gusha, before a lady leaves, she will try to talk to you so many times and make all the noise. But if she'll reach a point where she's fed up, at the end of the day, one day she will leave. And whenever she decides to leave, she will no longer make all the noise that she used to make. She will leave quietly, without even an argument. So most men, they make a mistake to say they will keep on mistreating the lady and they think she won't leave. But the truth is, one day she will get fed up and she will leave quietly without making noise. And another mistake that people do, this one is on the side of ladies. When they go to relationship, they believe they can change a man. I taught you in the other video to say, most people when they are in relationships, or when they are going to relationships, most of the time they know what they are getting themselves into, but they just tend to ignore. So most ladies, they go to relationship believing that they can change a man. They have seen this man, the way he has been treating other lady. He probably have a lot of baby mamas. And this lady, she knows, she had been watching him, how he has been treating all his baby mamas. And she will take him in thinking that she will be able to change him. That is the mistake most ladies do whenever they are going to a relationship. They go there thinking that they are capable of changing a man. In all honesty, the truth is, you cannot change an adult. Even you cannot change an adult with 32 teeth in his mouth. If you was a child, you are only able to change a child, but an adult, you cannot change an adult. And you need to understand, Kusha, most ladies, they go to relationships without clear boundaries or rules for themselves. To have clear rules to say, this I'm not going to tolerate, this I'm not going to do in this relationship. So understand, Kusha, when you start tolerating things from the beginning of the relationship, it's very difficult for you to change them later in the relationship. You can't change what you have been tolerating in the relationship. So just know, Kusha, what you have been. If you have, if your partner cheat you once, and you have tolerated that, just know, Kusha, it will happen again sometime in your relationship or sometime in your marriage. Because if you have, or if you have been tolerating the mistreatment, just know, Kusha, it will continue. You can't change what you have been tolerating from the beginning of the relationship. Okay. Another mistake also on the side of men is that most men, when they get comfortable in the relationship or get comfortable in a marriage, the mistake that they do, they concentrate on a woman that is outside, or on a lady that is outside of their relationship or outside of their marriage, rather than them being concentrating on what they have right at the moment, concentrating on their partner, concentrating on their wife. The mistake that they do, they concentrate on a lady who is outside of their marriage or on a lady who is outside of their relationship. And that will mess up your marriage. And that will mess up your relationship. Because you will neglect your partner or your wife. The other thing is that you also need to understand, Kusha, not all marriages, they deserve to be saved. Some marriages can't be saved. They reach the point whereby they are beyond repair. The only thing that you can do is to get out. And the last point of this video, the second last point of this video that I want to teach today is that you also need to understand, Kusha, do not marry or date a man who is not financially fulfilled. A man who is not yet feeling like that he is financially stable, who do not feel yet that he have achieved fully his financial goals. Because if that man he's not at the point in his life whereby he feel like he worked enough and he have all the money that he deserves, just know that whenever you are going in that relationship or in that marriage, he will continue to work hard for his financial goal until he reach them. And understand, Kusha, all the attention in that marriage, all the attention that you will require from him, they will go to working hard to try to find the money, working hard to try to find the money that he wants to achieve. So whenever, if that man is not yet financially fulfilled, do not marry him. You will suffer lack of attention, because all the attention you will put it on trying to work hard and get the amount of money he desire. Okay, you also need to understand, Gusha, if you are in the relationship and somebody ghosted you, they just went mute without telling you, Gusha, they don't want you anymore, or they ended the relationship, they just ghosted you, they switch off their phone, or they blocked you and they just leave. So in that case, you have to respect the debt and move on. Why would you punish yourself to suffer thinking, why did they ghosted you? Why did they leave you without a closure and all that? Respect the debt and move on with your life. Yeah, I hope I have helped somebody out there. I hope you got my message that I'm trying to get across. And just do have a great day. And I hope you will date right. Okay. That was it for me today randomly. And goodbye. And see you on my next one. Bye.